let me guess. You have scoliosis and you're wondering, how often should I exercise? Well, I'm going to answer your question in this video. Hi, my name is Veronika. I'm a yoga for scoliosis teacher, and welcome to Scoli Space, my YouTube channel with videos about scoliosis and yoga for scoliosis. How often should I exercise with scoliosis? This is a question I get a lot on my Instagram account as well, and also here on the YouTube channel sometimes. And I want to answer this in this video because the answer is not as short or simple as you might think. There are several factors you have to think about if you are asking this question. So if somebody asks me, first of all, I want to say that you should take into account what is your goal, what do you want to achieve with your exercise routine or with your yoga practice. Do you want to improve your posture? Do you want to just maintain and function well and reduce pain and just feel good in your body? These are, I would say, the two most important factors and goals usually people have when they're starting to exercise, when they're exercising with scoliosis. So, of course, in many places you might read that you need to exercise every day for an hour or two. And even though, of course, exercising every day is great for your body and for your health, it can be really stressful. And if you're trying to maintain this and it's really stressing you out, then something is wrong, you know? And I also like to say that we are not robots. We feel differently every day. Our body feels different every day. And also, especially if you're a woman, for example, you can, or your body can have different needs during your menstrual cycle. So, for example, when you're in your menstrual or when you're getting the period, you need a calmer and more relaxing practice. And then in other part, you might feel like some more dynamic and strength training practice. So this is something you should definitely consider if you're a woman. But I bet that men also have some days when they just need to, you know, turn it a little bit down, and instead of working out, they kind of need more relaxing or just taking a day off. This is perfectly fine. So, I like to talk a lot and I could talk about this topic for hours, but I want to try to keep it short because I don't want to spend too much of your time, of course. So if your goal is to kind of feel well in your body and feel comfortable in your body and reduce pain, it really depends. It's very individual, but I would say once a week can be something that could be enough if you're looking for this. Of course, it depends on your body and it depends on many factors which are also included in your unique situation. But there was a period of time where I was exercising once a week and I was actually doing pretty fine. Of course, if you want to do some change, if you want to improve your posture and you really want to change the way your body is functioning and to improve the movement patterns into better ones and more functional ones, to also feel healthier and also to kind of be straighter and helping the body to be more upright instead of slouching into your curves, you know, then of course I would say definitely a couple of times a week will be necessary if you want to do some real progress. Again, I'm not going to say that every day is necessary because I don't think it's 100% necessary. I also, for a while, when I was doing some real progress with my curve, sometimes I was exercising every day, but mostly I wasn't because it was just something that I wasn't able to maintain. And I know many of my clients also don't take it as something that is realistic for them. So maybe somebody will be putting some hate on me that I'm recommending to people that they shouldn't exercise every day. Please don't take it this way. Of course, if exercising every day is great for you and you feel good, then definitely go for it. I admire you because I'm not able to maintain that myself. But I'm just saying this because I want to motivate all of you who are kind of stressed out by this pressure that they should exercise every day, and you're feeling that you really need to, then I'm telling you, you don't need to. So instead of stressing yourself that you need to exercise every day or a couple of times a week, I think first of all it's important to raise a question, which is what is sustainable for you? Because I think that it's much better to set some realistic goals so that you don't stress yourself out. And then when you are able to maintain those goals, then you can start maybe adding some more exercise. So if you're not used to exercising at all, or just sporadically, just sometimes yes and sometimes no, maybe you first of all set a goal. Okay, I will exercise once a week. This is something I can really do and I can maintain, and this will be fun for me and comfortable for me. So you start exercising once a week, and maybe you feel that this is enough, but maybe you feel you want more and you feel great, you know. And also what I want to say is that anything you do above this goal is great. It's a bonus, you know. Instead of stressing yourself out, okay, so I wanted to exercise 3 times a week, but I did it only twice or only once. It's better to say, okay, great, I have this once a week goal. And then if I exercise twice or 3 times, it's yay, great, I did it. I made even more time for myself and I did even more for my health. So this is an important thing, which you might think it's just a little thing, but I think it does a lot. It makes a big difference. So then you can start adding more. So for example, you can exercise, okay, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, you know. It's just really up to you to create a routine which is sustainable for you. And now a very important point, which I want to add here, is that anything you do in your everyday life can be turned into a scoliosis exercise. Isn't this amazing? I think it is. So, for example, when you are brushing your teeth, you can stand in front of the mirror in your bathroom and you know, you stand there, you're looking at your posture and you're just standing there trying to adjust your curve, maintaining this nice long posture. Or when you're cooking, for example, you don't have a mirror there, but this is another chance where you can practice without a mirror, because this is also important. So you're cooking and you can, you know, again, trying to practice the correct posture. When you're picking something up, when you are walking is a great exercise as well. So all of these things, these little things you do every day, can be actually turned into a scoliosis exercise. And you know, this is actually where the magic happens. You're trying to correct yourself whenever you remember. When you're sitting on your chair, when you're watching TV, you can sit in a good position, you know, you can practice sitting in an upright position, again, a little bit correcting your curve. So there are millions of opportunities during the day where you can actually practice and exercise without having to spend this extra time, without having to make this extra space for exercising. It's great, of course, to make this space, and it's healthy and it's amazing, and go for it. But if it's hard for you, then this is something I definitely recommend. And also I just recommend this to everyone, even if you have enough time for exercising and enough motivation. This is something you can do, because then of course it will bring you better results. Because what are we trying to achieve with exercising for scoliosis? Of course, we want the results and what we practice there bring into our everyday life, right? So after all, this is something very important, and I think it's a very important part of practicing yoga for scoliosis or exercising for scoliosis, whatever you do. This is super important, and I definitely recommend you focus on this first as well. And the last point is, do something which is fun for you. Don't push yourself into exercises you hate, because you're not going to enjoy them. You will not be motivated to do them. So obviously try to find something that works for you. Try to find something which will be fun for you and which you can enjoy and be motivated to do, because then it will be also way better for your body, for your mind, and for your all over well-being. So this is a very, very important point as well. And now let's sum up what we've learned and talked about in this video. So first of all, set realistic and sustainable goals for yourself. 2, listen to your body, listen to what your body needs and tells you. 3, have fun. That's also very important. And 4, anything you do can be a scoliosis exercise. So these are my main recommendations. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. Always be kind to yourself. Please, you already have a lot on your plate. So don't push yourself too hard. Any time that you move counts. Any time you spend moving or any time you remember adjusting your curve is great. So give yourself credit for this. And if you don't have time at all, just try to find 5 minutes. 5 minutes is something you can really do, I'm sure. So these are little steps that you can take to make, I would say, the Scoli yoga practice or your exercise for scoliosis routine more accessible and more sustainable. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful or if you have any questions. Of course, feel free to mention that also in the comments. And if you would like to learn more about your scoliosis, check out the links I have under my video. There's lots of useful resources I've created for you. And of course, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the other videos I'll be creating for you. Oh, and last one, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because I'm sharing lots of useful tips there too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful for you and see you in the next video. Have a great day.